All right, some more breaking news coming in with the Bengaluru blast. This is an update. A high-level security meeting of intelligence chiefs and the Ministry of Home Affairs is presently taking place over the Bengaluru blast. The Home Minister, Rajnath Singh, will take stock of the situation at a meet in an hour's time from now. We are in fact joined in by Atir Khan with all the latest. Now, Atir, of course, the Home Minister will in fact be briefed as to what exactly has happened. But do take us through what are the sort of precautionary measures that in fact will be taken, considering the fact that the worst is being feared by the investigating agencies at this moment, that this could in fact be a precursor to certain very tragic events.
Well, that's right. You see, the Home Minister has already spoken to the Chief Minister to assure him of all possible assistance in any manner, including investigation. But at the same time, the Home Ministry wants to ensure that this is a very crucial time. The reason being, there are several alerts already, and there's an intricate maze of terror operators, both international and within the country, who are quite active. Several alerts have been extended to various state police, but then in the aftermath of this blast, the Home Ministry wants to ensure what will be the future course of action, as there are a number of events and festivities at the year end. So keeping that in mind, all the intelligence chiefs have been called. There will be some state police officials also will be joining this meeting. The reason being that there will be a brainstorming session. The ministry officials are going to ideate as to what should be the future course of action, what precautionary measures need to be put in place, especially ahead of Republic Day celebrations. Sanket.
Absolutely, Atir, do stay on with us. So that is really the big fear at this moment of the Indian establishment, where precautionary measures to ensure a repeat of such an incident does not take place is on top of the agenda. Let's also quickly take you through what exactly has happened. A 38-year-old woman was killed and 5 people were injured after an explosion triggered by an improvised explosive device went off last evening in front of a popular restaurant on Bengaluru's busy Church Street. Now, initial investigations have indicated it may have been a pipe bomb packed with shrapnel in the form of iron pieces. Battery of a timer has also been found. As you can see, that these are investigating authorities who are completely, number one, they have cordoned off the area, and now they're trying to gather as much evidence as they can to figure out what really was the modus operandi. Now remember, the bomb was wrapped first in a cloth and then in a newspaper. The explosion left an 8-inch crater in the ground. All victims were hit by the shrapnel. Now, one person has succumbed to her injuries. Bhavani is her name. She belonged to Tamil Nadu and was visiting the city. She was struck in the head and the body, and she died due to excessive bleeding. Now, one of the injured man is her relative Karthik, who's also serious. 2 others who were walking on the street after leaving from a nearby restaurant. These 2 victims have sustained minor injuries. No one has claimed responsibility for the blast so far.
When we came out, we were just standing there, a few of us talking, and we noticed this loud noise, and suddenly we saw a lady collapsing on the ground, and we could make out it's a bomb blast. Unfortunately, we could not go there to help that lady. So the shrapnels hit my leg and my friend Sandeep's leg. So that's when we thought something's wrong. From the bomb blast area, that epicenter, we were hardly about 3 or.
All right, let's quickly cut across live now to Bengaluru, where Headlines Today's Rohini Swami now joins us with all the latest. Rohini, we can see in these visuals at this moment that some sort of combing operation is presently going on, and some high quality equipment is actually being used. Just take us through what exactly is this equipment, what is actually happening outside that restaurant.
Well, if I can just quickly tell you what is happening, this is the forensic science experts who have come in, and they are now taking samples of this exact spot where the blast took place. We have also had the bomb disposal squad who also had taken samples. Along with them, the NIA team also was here. They also have been pressed into action, but as of now, photographs, samples of what material could be used. These are being taken so that they can be analyzed. What we also get to know from our sources is the IED explosive that was used is ammonium nitrate. It is confirmed from our sources right now. And more importantly, it's also how the bomb was made, the pipe bomb that is being very typically how a SIMI organization or a SIMI activist or a terror attack by SIMIs would work. Now that is what is being done. Right now the experts who are sitting there, while they pick up various shrapnels and details, they will also be trying to find out how the timer device was set. That is how this, as we see these live visuals taking place. But since morning, we have seen that the police have been combing this area, the FSL has been combing this area. The wall around that area, exactly that's the way the two flower pots that were kept, the ID device that was stuffed and kept between the two flower pots, and there was a drainage pipe there which caused they could have caused maximum damage, and the shrapnel that came from the drainage pipe, and it was that was the modus operandi of the people who the organization who planted this explosive here, that so that maximum possibly they were thinking that maximum damage or maximum people could get hurt, and but one person, Bhavani, has lost her life in that. But let me also tell you that my sources in the intelligence are saying that the way the bomb was found, it is not a handiwork of an amateur, the professional work done, and possibly this could have been a recce or a dry run, because after Mehdi Miswas was arrested in Bangalore, there was a definite tweet that said that there would be retaliation, and well, after which Bangalore for that matter and Karnataka as a state was on high terror alert. This area, if I can tell you, is Church Street area, and just close to this area is a place called Brigade Road. Brigade Road is also where a lot of revelry takes place during New Year celebrations, and there are thousands of people who come and actually congregate here to celebrate New Year. Now what is being told by the police is possibly this attack, and now they've confirmed and said there's a terror attack, could be to possibly create shockwaves and create a kind of fear, a sense of fear among people, and this could have been just one of that. And as Arthur also has been saying, and my intelligence sources also have been confirming, yes, there have been two lines of investigation. One is based on the SIMI activists who have escaped from Khandwa, and secondly, especially people who are sympathizers of Mehdi Biswas, who said that there would be retaliation. And that is why the national agencies as well as the local agencies have come together to see possibly that no such attack can take place. And as I speak right now, I've got another confirmation. The Karnataka Chief Minister will hold a high-level meeting with top officials at 10 a.m. A similar meeting is happening in Delhi. The state officials, along with the Chief Minister and the Home Minister, will be holding that in an hour from now.
Okay, Rohini, so the worst is being feared at this moment. Atir, as you heard, there is a top-level meeting there in Bengaluru also, and also the one being chaired by the Home Minister here in New Delhi. But really, if you could elaborate on those two lines of investigation that are presently open. Nothing, no possibility is being ruled out at this moment, isn't it, Atir?
Well, that's right, absolutely. But there are striking similarities, Sanket, between the blast which happened at the Chennai railway station. There were twin blasts, remember, in May earlier this year, and the blast which has happened in Bengaluru last night. The reason being that both the spots, the IED was which was made was with the help of pipes, and ammonium nitrate was used in the Chennai blast as well. So that it is being suspected that there could be some commonality, there could be some similarities between the two, and possibly the Bengaluru police is also going to seek support from Chennai police on this account. That's what we have learned from our central intelligence sources, that is one line which is being pursued quite actively. Another reason is that since the Khandwa blast absconders CCTV footage is already available, so the Bangalore police is very keen to find out if there is any CCTV footage outside the blast site, if they can match it and rule out the possibility. So that is what they have to do to eliminate that possibility. But then at the moment, all lines of investigation are open, Sanket.
All right, Atir as well as Rohini, thanks very much for joining us with all the latest. We'll of course keep coming back to you as and when there are more updates. Of course, Rohini as well as Atir getting us source-based information from their contacts in the Intelligence Bureau as well as the police and establishment.